All right, today we're going to talk about a problem that has secretly cost the software world billions. Yep, billions of dollars. We're talking lost time, frustrating bugs, you name it. But more importantly, we're going to look at how one language, Dart, came up with a really elegant solution. So let's dive in.
So let's just get right to it. What is this so-called billion-dollar mistake? Well, it's this ghost in the machine that's haunted developers for decades. It's the reason for countless app crashes and late-night debugging sessions in pretty much any language you can think of.
Yep, the null reference error. It's that moment when your code reaches out for a piece of data and instead of finding what it expects, it finds nothing. Zilch, null. It's a quiet little problem that can cause catastrophic failures, and it's exactly what we're here to fix.
To really get a feel for how nasty this error can be, let's just walk through a super common coding scenario where things go, well, horribly wrong.
Okay, so imagine for a second a world without null safety. We've got this really simple function, right? All it does is check if a string is empty by looking at its length. Seems harmless, but what happens if someone, maybe by accident, passes a null value into it? And bam, the whole thing just crashes. A runtime error. You get this no such method error because you're trying to ask for the length of nothing. Null doesn't have a .length property. And just like that, one tiny mistake can bring your whole app to a grinding halt. Not great for your users, and definitely not great for you.
But here's the thing. What if we could just stop that from ever happening? What if we could wipe out this whole category of errors before the code even runs? That is the big idea behind Dart's approach. It's not about giving you tools to patch up a leaky boat. It's about building a boat that just doesn't sink in the first place.
This quote from the Dart team just nails it. It perfectly captures the philosophy. Instead of making you deal with crashes after they happen, Dart builds a foundation where those crashes are basically impossible by default. You're safe from the get-go.
This whole idea has a name, Sound Null Safety, and I want you to pay close attention to that word guarantee. This isn't just a helpful tip from the compiler, it is an unbreakable contract. If a variable's type says it's not null, then it's impossible for it to be null. End of story.
So how do they pull this off? It all comes down to one simple, game-changing rule. By default, variables cannot be null. That's it. Unless you go out of your way to say a variable can be null, it just can't. This is a huge shift from how a lot of other languages work.
Okay, theory is great, but let's see what this actually looks like when you're writing code. How does this safety net work in the real world?
Every Dart journey begins here, right? The classic main function. This is our home base, our entry point. A simple hello world to get us started.
Now, let's make a variable. We just use the var keyword and give it a value. Thanks to something called type inference, Dart is smart enough to look at Voyager I and say, hey, that's a string. We don't even have to tell it.
And here is the magic trick. Because of that non-nullable by default rule, Dart doesn't just see a string. It sees a string that can never, ever hold the value null. That safety is just built right in. You get it for free.
This means allowing null is now a conscious decision. You actually have to opt in. A plain string can't be null. If you really need a variable that can hold either a string or nothing, you have to add a little question mark at the end. That string question mark tells the compiler and anyone else reading your code, hey, I know this might be null and I'll handle it.
Of course, sometimes null is actually useful, right? It can mean no data yet, or this field is optional. So how does Dart let you use nulls without throwing all that amazing safety out the window?
The secret ingredient here is a powerful feature called flow analysis. You can think of the Dart compiler as a super smart detective that literally follows every variable through your code's logic. It knows, at every single step, whether a variable could be null or not.
So, here's the most common pattern you'll see. First, we declare a nullable string, let's say for some dairy in our coffee. Then, and this is the most important part, we do a simple check. Is this variable not null? Only inside that if statement are we allowed to actually use it.
And this is just so cool. Because of flow analysis, inside that if block, Dart knows the dairy variable cannot possibly be null. So it intelligently and temporarily promotes its type from a nullable string / to a regular, safe, non-nullable string. This keeps your code super clean and completely safe.
So let's just boil this all down. What are the big takeaways? Number one, safety is the default. Variables can't be null unless you say they can. 2, if you need null, you have to be explicit and use that little question mark. And 3, Dart's amazing compiler uses flow analysis to let you work with those nullable types without any fear of crashes.
You know, this really makes you think, doesn't it? Dart has effectively solved the billion-dollar mistake by just designing it out of the language itself. And that leaves us with a really exciting question. What other ancient programming problems can we solve just by rethinking our tools from the ground up?